Hey everyone, welcome back to Voice of Pages, the place where we turn powerful books into powerful lessons. Today, we're diving into a no-nonsense self-help classic, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. This book has sold millions, pissed off a few people, and helped a lot more. But what's behind the swearing and sarcasm? Well, turns out a lot of wisdom. So grab a drink, sit back, and let's explore what it really means to not give a fuck in a good way. Chapter 1. Don't Try? Mark Manson begins the book with a story that seems odd at first. The life of Charles Bukowski, a failed writer who didn't believe in himself but kept going anyway. When he finally succeeded, his gravestone read, "Don't try." This isn't about laziness. It's about letting go of the obsession with constantly being positive, productive, and successful. We live in a culture that tells us to always be striving, to be happier, richer, and sexier. But ironically, the more we chase these things, the more we feel like we're not enough. The desire for a more positive experience is itself a negative experience. Instead of always chasing happiness, we should focus on what's real, our values, and the problems we choose to solve. Chapter 2. Happiness is a problem. Let's face it, life is full of problems. Even the happiest people have them. Manson argues that we're not looking to eliminate problems. We're looking for better problems. Example, a millionaire might stress over taxes. A broke student stresses over rent. Both are problems, but one is definitely better. The point is, life doesn't become easy. It becomes meaningful when we choose what's worth struggling for. We shouldn't avoid pain. We should embrace it when it leads to growth. Chapter 3. You are not special. This chapter hits hard that we grow up being told we're special, that we can do anything. But Mark Manson says this mindset creates entitlement. Two types. 1. I'm awesome. I deserve greatness. 2. I'm a victim. The world owes me. Both are toxic. The truth? Most of us are average, and that's completely fine. Accepting your ordinariness is actually liberating. It frees you from needing constant validation and helps you grow based on what matters to you, not what society wants. Chapter 4. The Value of Suffering. Pain and suffering are part of life. The real question is, what pain are you willing to endure? Let's say you want to be fit. That means early workouts, meal prepping, and consistency. That if you're not willing to suffer through that, you won't reach your goal. The key isn't avoiding pain. It's choosing the pain that's worth it. This connects to values. Good values. Honesty, curiosity, responsibility, bad values. Always being right, staying comfortable, chasing pleasure. Who you are is defined by what you're willing to struggle for. Chapter 5. You're always choosing. We can't control everything that happens to us, but we always control our response. This is the power of taking responsibility. Even if something isn't your fault, you still have to deal with it. Responsibility doesn't mean blame. It means ownership. Example, you didn't choose to be born into a tough family, but you do choose what you do with your story. We don't always control what happens to us, but we always control how we interpret what happens and how we respond. Chapter 6. You're wrong about everything. We love being right, but Manson reminds us we're wrong about a lot of things, all the time. Beliefs change. What you thought was true 5 years ago might be laughable today. Instead of clinging to certainty, we should embrace doubt. This makes us open-minded, humble, and flexible. Think of growth like updating your software. You don't get angry at an update. You improve with it. So question your beliefs. Ask, what if I'm wrong? It's not weakness, it's strength. Chapter 7. Failure is the way forward. Here's a big one. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a step toward it. Most people wait for motivation to start, but Manson flips this. Action, inspiration, motivation. So instead of waiting to feel ready, just start do something, anything. That builds momentum. Example, want to write a book? Start with one paragraph a day. Want to get fit? Do 5 minutes of walking. Small actions lead to big change. Chapter 8. The importance of saying no. Not giving a fuck isn't about being careless or rude, that it's about choosing what to care about. You have limited time, energy, and attention, so say no to things that don't align with your values. Saying no also means committing to the things that mattered. That's real freedom. Not having endless options, but having clarity and depth. Commitment gives you freedom because it hones your focus and makes you free from distraction. Chapter 9. And then you die? This chapter gets deep. Manson talks about death and how awareness of death gives life urgency. When we realize we'll die, we stop wasting time, that we stop caring about what others think, and we start caring about how we spend our days. Your time is limited. Your attention is limited. You only get so many fucks to give. Spend them wisely. Final takeaways. So what have we learned? Life is full of problems. Choose better ones. Suffering is part of growth. Choose what's worth it. You're not special, and that's powerful. You're in charge of your values, your focus, and your reactions. Action is everything. Don't wait to feel ready. Say no to distractions. Say yes to purpose. And remember, you will die, so live like it matters. The subtle art of not giving a fuck isn't about not caring. It's about caring less about what doesn't matter, so you can care more about what truly does. Asterisk. OUTRO. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. This book is honest, raw, and sometimes harsh, but it just might be what we need in a world of fake positivity. If you liked this breakdown, leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe to Voice of Page for more book summaries and full audio experiences.